Tune in to AM 1000 for It's Your Business, the area's only talk show on topics such as economic development, urban growth, and business expansion. Host Megan Lucas is your source for local economic news as she interviews the area's most prominent business owners and community leaders.
You know, we're attracting developers from outside, love our local developers, but when you bring people in from the outside, a lot of times they've got new money and new relationships.
It's Your Business on the first Saturday morning of every month at 9 on AM 1000.
Don't you think it's time that your business account made you money? I'm Marion Marshall with First National Bank, and we've introduced a small business interest checking account that earns your business interest. That's right, interest. So for a progressive small business checking account, come to First National Bank today. We'll show how your business account will earn interest, and we'll provide you with an extraordinary customer experience. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you have the talent and drive to be a country music star? Hey everyone, this is Jewel, the new host of the Texaco Country Showdown, America's largest country music talent search, where stars like Garth Brooks, Martina McBride, and Jason Aldean got their start on the road to stardom. Texaco is all about performance on the road and also on stage. So, if you're a country performer, this is your chance to win our $100,000 grand prize. It all starts here.
To enter, log on to our website, kdcountry.com. Contestants will compete at Uncle Billy's Day, Saturday, June 1st in Alta Vista, with a chance to advance to state competition. Send us a sample of your singing talents and fill out an entry form along with $20. Space is limited, deadline to enter May 15th.
And if you're more of a driver than a singer, you can still perform, even if there's not a Texaco station nearby. The cleaning power of Techron is also available in bottles of Techron Concentrate Plus. Texaco with Techron. Keep humming along.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Megan Lucas, Economic Development Director for Alta Vista, Virginia, and host of It's Your Business, the area's new and only talk show on topics such as economic development, urban growth, business expansion, and real estate.
Don't you think it's time that your business account made you money? I'm Marion Marshall with First National Bank, and we've introduced a small business interest checking account that earns your business interest. That's right, interest. So for a progressive small business checking account, come to First National Bank today. We'll show how your business account will earn interest, and we'll provide you with an extraordinary customer experience. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Development. If you work in the Alta Vista, Central Virginia economy, or if you care at all about the local community, you'll love the fascinating topics and guests on our show, It's Your Business. You'll hear a new show on the first Saturday morning of each month and reruns throughout the month. As the community grows, you know, it's becoming more and more cosmopolitan. The transformation from a good community to a great community makes for a lot of exciting talk. It's Your Business will explore exciting topics related to Alta Vista and the Metro's future development. We're really fortunate to have First National Bank, Alta Vista and Lynchburg's premier commercial bank, as our sponsor for It's Your Business. And we're pleased to have them on board and, more importantly, in our communities. Please join me in welcoming this morning to the show Sean Stone, Vice President and Commercial Officer at First National Bank. Sean, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Megan. I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
What's going on at First National Bank?
Well, we are extremely busy right now. It's a great opportunity with rates the way that they are to get a loan. We're staying busy with residential building. The housing market is starting to improve, and we're staying busy with some commercial lending as well. Our branches are staying busy. One of the big things that we've got going on is our new Vista branch,
which is so exciting.
Yes, is going to open up May the 6th, which is Monday, and we're very excited about that. It's been a year since the fire, and the builder has done a nice job in putting this branch together. It is beautiful. The employees are excited about getting inside there and opening the doors on Monday. And I myself, I can't wait to get in there on Monday and check it out.
Well, I drive by it every day. And, I've been here in Alta Vista 8 months now, so the building was already gone by the time I got here. So it's been exciting to watch the new building come up. How will it be different than the old one?
Well, the old one was a 1970s
Oh,
branch.
so it'll be a lot different.
Yes, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be
Modernized
very
and updated.
similar, very modern. It'll be very similar to our Rustburg branch. In
Great.
fact, it is patterned after that
Yeah,
branch.
but it'll be much better than the Rustburg
That's
branch, 'cause
correct. That's
it's
correct.
in Alta Vista.
It's in Alta Vista. It's got 4 drive-through lanes. We only had 3 with the previous
Great.
one. The ATM is going to be located on the building. So instead of it having out further in the parking
Mm-hmm.
lot and having some weather issues with it and it being down some, we're going to have that attached to the building. So that's going to be positive. And it's a very nice looking structure.
It's a beautiful
Yes.
structure and looks fantastic as you come into Alta Vista on 29. It's good to hear you talk about real estate and housing. You know, Alta Vista certainly could use some housing investment in our community, and we're looking for that right now. But that when you start to see housing loans and needs, that's a real good indicator for the local economy.
It is, and a lot of that right now is driven by the rates.
Yeah.
The rates are just extremely good.
Yeah.
Very low, all-time lows on the mortgage side. Construction lending is up. I spoke with a realtor earlier this week, and his inventory is the lowest it's been in a number of years.
Wow, that's great.
So that's very positive. Hearing that from a bunch of lenders and builders who are out there doing contract jobs. Some are doing some spec jobs, but there's some activity, and that's very positive. We haven't had that activity, within the last 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
and people are encouraged with the way the economy is going.
Right.
Things are starting to improve. We're seeing that, and that's good for our area.
Wonderful. And are you seeing that bank wide, not just a branch specific, but really in, as I like to call it, the Alta Vista Metro, or is it broader than that, or is it just in one community?
We're not seeing as much in Alta Vista. We are seeing some.
Yeah.
You're seeing a little bit more in Campbell County, and Lynchburg
Great,
is
yeah.
doing well also. The Central Virginia market is Region 2000 is doing well with single family housing.
Good.
You're seeing some apartment complexes that are on the books and will be started. Liberty is a big part of that,
Yeah.
along with some strong employers with Centra Health and B&W and Arriva.
I saw, of course, I live in Lynchburg, so I drive down Ward's Road every day and saw those apartments go up just behind
Yes.
Ward's Road, behind Walmart. Those seem to go up pretty quickly. It's nice that there's a market, and that makes a big difference as far as recruitment of new industry, and of course retention.
That's right.
So we're all excited about that. What else can you tell us about the bank? Anything we need to know?
Well, First National is committed to the Alta Vista market. We've been here for 105 years.
Short time,
105 years strong, and that's certainly something we're very proud of. Just the fact that we went forward to rebuild the Vista branch, I think makes a big statement for our market. Tells you how committed we are to Alta Vista. This is where the bank originated. We've got most of our employees right here in Alta Vista. We've got 8 branches throughout Central Virginia, but the majority of employees are right here.
That's
and
fantastic.
and this is home for us. It's a great market for us. We've got deep roots here. We've got a number of directors in this area, and we feel very good about the future of Alta Vista.
When the new branch opens on May 6th, how will it affect the branch that's downtown and downtown Alta Vista? Will that continue to remain open, or
yes.
what kind of shift will occur there?
What will happen is we've got a temporary location down at the Town and Country Shopping Center.
Yeah.
That has been able to be used by our customers, but it didn't have the drive-through facility. So the impact will be primarily through our drive-through. The drive-through has picked up a majority of the business at our main location, and those clients, those customers, will now be able to use the lanes that we have down at the Vista branch.
Great, all 3 of
So
them.
4 of them.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. So
That is fantastic.
it's going to be very nice. Erin Brown is going to be our branch manager down there. She's looking forward to it. We've got a strong group down there. They're looking forward to opening the doors on Monday and welcoming everyone and reestablishing some of those patterns that we've had. We've got a very loyal client base. We're always welcoming new clients
Yep.
to
Let's
the
all
bank.
grab our money
That's
and
right.
transition.
We've got something we can do for you. We've got lots of good loan products, lots of good deposit products, but it will be beneficial for the north end of town, and the main office will continue to do well. We won't have any changes there as far as the operations that we have. It's just opening up this new location
Yeah.
and really transferring some of the things that we have down at the shopping center to the new branch.
Great. Well, I want to say thanks so much to First National Bank for being a sponsor of the radio show It's Your Business. But, you're a really great corporate citizen. Not only do you sponsor this radio show, you're committed to economic development in Alta Vista and regionally.
That's right.
But, your action on the basketball court with the Harlem Ambassadors, I mean, you've got a second career there shooting
Well,
hoops,
thank
don't
you.
think?
Appreciate that. I don't know about a second
Should
career.
be trying out pretty soon for the Memphis Grizzlies.
We
or
had a
something.
good time, no doubt about that. Todd and I were fortunate to be able to play for the Alta Vista Rotary team.
Yeah.
The Rotary brought the Harlem Ambassadors back into town. They brought them in town about 6 years ago.
It's a great event.
It is a terrific event. There was great participation. The ambassadors were wonderful. Lady Magic
She was
stole the
great.
show.
A Mizzou grad, too,
yes,
which I was excited to
She was
hear.
really good, and we had some good attendance in the stands, and we had a lot of fun.
Well, I think you guys, you looked great in your shorts running up and down the court, and y'all had good form as you were shooting. But I really do appreciate your commitment to the communities, and it's not just about taking business from Alta Vista, it's about being a part of the fabric of the community.
Well,
and
you've gotta be a
and
corporate citizen.
We appreciate that at First National Bank. Thanks for being here this morning, and hope you have a great
My
day.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, Megan.
It's my pleasure now to introduce our next guest. She's been in the economic development industry for quite some time. I don't know exactly how long, but she'll give us those numbers in a minute. But it's my pleasure to introduce you all to Margette Upshur. Margette is the Economic Development Director for the City of Lynchburg. Her responsibilities include working with existing businesses to help ensure their success in the city, as well as interacting with businesses that may relocate to Lynchburg. To that end, she's helped foster communication and develops initiatives between city government, public schools, colleges, various businesses, and manufacturing sectors. Margette holds a degree from Mary Baldwin College. Prior to her move to economic development almost 3 years ago, there it is, everybody, 3 years ago, she was a successful sales professional in the trust, banking, and insurance industries, and in telecommunications and data sales, service sales. Her high energy style and varied talent serve her well in her commitment to serve with several local organizations, which include Lynch's Landing, Partners in Education, Region 2000 Workforce Investment Board, and Vice Chair of the Business Development Center. I've been real fortunate to meet Margette right out of the chute when I got here in Alta Vista, and quite frankly, before I even applied for the job. But I do see her on a regular basis running down Rivermont. Now, picture this, everybody. I run, I roll out of bed, I put on a baseball hat, and I'm gone. Margette runs, and she just looks so put together, and she runs with her pearls. I make her run on the other side of the street. Margette, we're glad you're here.
Good morning, Megan. And I just want to say to all of you folks in Alta Vista, what an incredible gem you have in Megan Lucas as your Economic Development Director. And I just want to also thank Sean for First National of Alta Vista has branches in Lynchburg, and we appreciate your presence there.
Yeah.
We really love dealing with local banks.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. And Megan's a little modest here. She's out there running for as long and as hard as I am, and she has unbelievable compression socks on that are tie-dyed and matched totally in the outfit. So we both have it going on when it comes to fashion and running.
You know, it's so funny. People are slowly starting to get to know me, but they only know me as the girl with those tie-dyed red, white, and blue tie-dyed compression socks.
Yeah, and
But
they're wonderful.
yeah, they are, and they're a lot of fun, and they're helpful for shin splints. So if you need them, go to Riverside Runners. But that's not really why we're here. Whole nother story. Margette, there's so much going on in Lynchburg, and you've got it's an exciting time, and I think lots of opportunities there. I really don't know where to start. Why don't you tell us what's high and mighty on the priority list for you right now?
I think that Sean mentioned it, that always you can't start any conversation without talking about Liberty and the explosive growth that continues to go on over there. 12,000 students on campus. 80,000 students in their online program.
Yeah, that online
They're
program.
the largest evangelical Christian university in the world. They probably have, and they were probably putting one on the books as I came out the door to come here, but they probably have about 30 projects going on. I mean, to keep all the contractors in the immediate area. busy. Just incredible things going on at Liberty, and certainly drives the Wards Road corridor. Lots of things going on in there, modifications that they're making to help students and connect students back and forth on the campus there. So they're getting ready to build a tunnel.
That tunnel, I can't wait. I
They
so
got the
need
first
watching that
pedestrian
go.
crosswalk across the way, and now the tunnel going up. Very, very innovative.
And the fence.
Yes.
I like the fence, but at first, as I was driving down Wards Road, I'm like, do we really need the fence?
Well,
what was the impetus for the fence?
Well, I think the
Got
fence
inside
was
scoop?
trying to, keep the students, even though they had the pedestrian crosswalk, from coming back and forth.
They do.
Across the street.
And now you see
the-
them walking down the shoulder.
Right. And what's so funny is probably, Chancellor Falwell has already got an idea that he needs to do something else, that the fence will have to come up.
Yeah. Oh no.
It just moves that quickly.
A zip line would be pretty cool.
There you go.
If
don't rule that out.
If the switch occurs between CVCC and Liberty, for Liberty to take that campus and CVCC to move out on Fells Road, there could be a zip line.
Yeah.
Or Gonda, or what are the ski lifts?
Yeah.
You could have a ski lift from the hillside campus across.
Exactly. The amenities abound at Liberty
Yeah.
University. Chancellor Falwell has told me before that, in order to attract students, you have to have things that they really want to be there and be a part of.
Yeah.
And that is certainly evidenced by an ice rink and
The ski.
the snowflakes.
This weekend was the Dew Games, and we had company in town, and we went up and watched it. So we know they have experience with the ski lift. They could just take it from Liberty Mountain
There,
to CVCC.
exactly. You'll now be standing
we
here
are
talking
onto
about
something.
that.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll be at the ribbon cutting. But there is so much going on. Of course, Liberty. What's the economic impact of Liberty? Do you have that information off the top of your head?
I think Liberty, they've done their own economic impacts, but like every student, for $1 they spend, they generate $7. Back in some sort of revenue back
into
to
the
the
community.
city. Right.
So we've got Liberty College, Liberty University, and CVC. They're in the mall, igniting the development on that into town.
Well, and Lynchburg is really a college town that you wouldn't know it. You certainly know it now with Liberty, but we have Lynchburg College, Randolph College. You've got Sweetbriar out in Amherst County there. You've got Virginia University at Lynchburg and CVCC.
Virginia Technical Institute here in Alta
you
Vista.
have you really do have, like, at any given time in Lynchburg stats, like 28% of the population is a college student.
Liberty is growing. They're expanding in new buildings, but so is Lynchburg College.
Yeah,
They've got
Lynchburg
huge
College
redevelopment
they've got a huge. They just came and did a bond issue with their EDA to take their student center, where you get landlocked there,
Right.
and they're going straight up with that
Fantastic.
new
That's
student center, and it's probably about a $16 million project.
That's a pretty campus, the way
Yes.
it's nestled in there with the trees. And, going back to running, you and I run down Rivermont, which is right by Randolph College, and just some
And they've
beautiful
just had a
campuses.
wonderful redo of their student activity
Great.
center and athletic facilities as well.
Great.
So
what about Main Street? You've got some nice redevelopment going on there, some good restaurants.
Well, we've Main Street has, it's been a long time in coming, but we have an unbelievable selection. And those people I'm from Lynchburg originally, you tend to take it for granted, but the architecture that we have is just magnificent. And we have an awful lot of folks that have come in to look at those buildings because they qualify for the state and federal historic tax credits.
Yeah.
So that being said, we're attracting developers from outside, love our local developers, but when you bring people in from the outside,
New
a lot
money.
of times they've got new money and new relationships from a retail and commercial side of things. So we've been really excited in the projects going on downtown. Probably, I'd say last year we had, $5 to $6 million in new investments. 60 new lofts came online. We had 8 new businesses downtown, and probably about 20 new jobs were created.
I think it's great. And how are the business? You're doing the sewer. There's a lot of
Combined sewer
combined
overflow
sewer
prop.
doing.
But we're a really old city.
Yeah.
And so that requires, like, the pipes and things in there have to be replaced. But we have an unbelievable utilities department
so.
that just went before the legislatures and said, we can get this finished if you will give us $30 million to go ahead.
That's
and
right.
so that was granted to them, so they will be bringing all that, hopefully, begin construction on that like in the next 6 months to go down that path.
We like to go to, when we have guests in town, we will go down to the Waterstone. And I keep wanting to tell you that in Nebraska, we have, on one of our main strips, we had these silos, just like right down there right next to the Waterstone. And we turned them into rock climbing. So now you can go down there. It's part of the recreation of the community. So I throw that at you. Maybe we can get the owners of those silos down there to make those rock climbing silos.
Well, I think at one point in time, we have a rock climbing facility in Lynchburg called Rise Up Climbing. And I think at one point in time, he actually looked at some of that.
Yeah.
And with redevelopment, timing is everything.
yeah.
So is the person ready to sell it to you? But they actually have a plan for those silos to become loft apartments.
Oh, fantastic. Nice
I
and
think
creative.
that takes lots of money, but hey,
Well,
I'm up for it.
We've seen it across the Midwest with missile silos. There's no, you do it underground. No reason you can't do it above
Right.
ground. It's probably a better view when it's an above ground
Yeah,
silo.
exactly.
To say the least. What are the opportunities for Lynchburg right now? What are you focused on?
Well, we've been trying to put initiatives into place that really can help all levels of business. Entrepreneurship, as you know, is always a big topic. A lot of people talk about it, but they're not really sure how to wrap their arms around it. We have been since 2009 looking into entrepreneurship, doing work with the Kauffman Foundation, the Edward Lowe Foundation. It really is a long-term investment.
Yeah, it is.
You're well aware of that. But we've been trying to put some initiatives in place that help with that. In 2012, we instituted, with the help of all of our bankers, to provide some money for gap financing,
Thanks, First
a
National
revolving loan fund, so that we would partner with the banks when there was a gap to be filled there. That was $1 million loan, and we've already made
Great.
4 loans out of there. I mean, the pot is almost
Fantastic.
depleted. So that was a wonderful thing. We've got a local redevelopment grant. You and I were talking about it a little bit at lunch. That I've overlaid on my enterprise zone, which the enterprise zone is a state program that's
Right.
geographically driven and driven at the state level. But in order to get to help anybody, no matter how small the construction project, you can come in and apply. And what it does is it adds to the tax rolls, so it's a great return on investment for us. We have an arts and cultural district where City Council allows the amusement tax that's collected in that district to be used as a pool for grant funding. I mean, that the return on investment for that, I couldn't be any happier. It was like, for $30,000 invested, and we make each one of the applicants track their economic impact from the arts. It's been like, if you just track it straight up, over $300,000 in economic impact.
Fantastic.
And if we really use numbers that everybody else is allowed to use, it's like $600,000. So really trying to, especially in downtown where you've already got, things like the Academy, you've got, the dance theater, the Renaissance Theater, the opera, the symphony, you've got all those folks already located. That's a
Amazement
sector.
Square
Yeah,
is
that's
fabulous.
a sector to me, a cluster there, and trying to support what goes on down there and bringing people and events there. But it's also something that the arts and cultural district really can be laid down wherever. So if Windhurst were to galvanize and have some things similar, we try to make every initiative something we could pick up and put in another section of town as well, because we have so many great areas.
Yeah, you really do, and a lot of hills, I might add.
We do have a lot of hills.
We certainly, we've been in Lynchburg for a short time now, and in Alta Vista, and we are enjoying the community, and there's a lot of exciting things going on. I think it's an exciting time for economic developers, and there are opportunities in the pipeline, and just making sure that we're ready to go. So I really appreciate your time this morning, joining me in Alta Vista for this radio show. And
What
of
a
course,
pleasure, Megan.
and of course,
What a pleasure.
Sean is here too. But is there anything you want the audience to know before I move on to our announcements?
Well, we've got a brand new website, and that website is opportunitylynchburg.com, and I would just encourage people to just go in and look. We love to get
great
feedback on it. We have a commercial property database on there. We've got some, the incentive policies and some different things that we hope are helpful. And as you know, we all try to work together.
Yeah.
What we want is to land the business. Each of us obviously wave the flag for our particular municipality, but we're all in this together. So we hope when you launch your new website, we will be sending people back and forth. So I just really appreciate the opportunity to come down here, and what a great idea.
We'll have
this
you back
is.
again.
Thank you.
More times. Thanks again to Sean with First National Bank for being here, and of course from Arjet. Just a few announcements I want to bring to everybody's attention. The Alta Vista Chamber, they're coordinating a trip to Tuscany in November, and really, who doesn't want to go to Italy in November? So for details, call the Alta Vista Chamber of Commerce. On May 25th, the Alta Vista Chamber will host the TGIF from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Bring your TGIF attitudes. Bring your friends, bring your family, join us or join them for a season of fun-filled Friday nights on the lawn at Alta Vista's beautiful Evoca Museum. Food, live music, and beverages will be there, and the cost is $4 per person. Children 12 and under are free. Also, it's summertime in Alta Vista, and you know what that means? Uncle Billy's Day. So there's something for every member of the family for Uncle Billy's Day Festival. It'll be May 31st and June 1st at English Park. There'll be free live music performance, excellent variety beginning at 7 p.m. on Friday on the Booker Building stage. Crafts. There'll be photography, dolls, wreaths, jewelry, birdhouses, blown glass, quilts, and more. Lots of really great food vendors, from funnel cakes to snow cones to Greek. You could probably get a really good gyro while you're down there. Children's activities, kids' rides, face painting, and really, who doesn't like to have their faces painted? It's just not for kids. There'll be a car show. The AOT will be hosting the car show, antique cars, trucks on displays. There'll be a flea market, and of course there'll be an amazing fireworks show on Saturday night. You can get the details about Uncle Billy's Days at altavistachamber.com. Again, that's May 31st and June 1st, 2013. Do check out their website so you can find everything. There'll be free bus rides on Saturday. Please note that there are no dogs allowed in the park, okay? So we all love our pets, but don't bring them to Uncle Billy's Days. There's just too many people, and you just never know when dogs get together. I want you to put on your schedule June 8th. Habitat for Humanity is having Habit Duck Race, which is on June 8th at 10 a.m. for a fun morning while hundreds of toy ducks float down the river, racing towards the finish line. You can purchase tickets in advance to ensure a chance that your duck will cross the finish line to win first, second, third, fourth, or fifth place. First place prize is $250 cash, and other prizes are cash as well. Call 309-2688 or contact one of the board members for Habitat for Humanity. You want to get involved in that. That'll be fun. There's a lot of things going on at the Lynchburg Chamber of Commerce. May 8th, they're having a business breakfast. May 9th, they're having a small business awards reception presented by Wells Fargo. On May 14th, they're going global with an international trade seminar for those businesses or industries who are involved in trade or considering getting involved in international trade. You'll want to attend that. On May 17th, the Lynchburg Regional Chamber Night at the new Liberty Baseball Stadium. If you haven't been to that stadium, you really got to go. It's a beautiful stadium. And if you're like me, you get bored watching baseball, it's a beautiful view. On May 22nd, the Lynchburg Chamber will have their Connections Expo. And then on the 28th of May, they'll have their Small Business Appreciation Breakfast. Again, for details about the Lynchburg Chamber, just give them a buzz at 845-5966. And then for August 3rd, last year, the Alta Vista Rotary hosted the River Festival. And that was the cardboard boat races and a whole bunch of fun activities at English Park. Well, it's back by popular demand. So August 3rd, from, I think it's from roughly 8 to 3, but check the website, altavistarotary.com. They're going to be having the cardboard boat races again, canoe and kayak races, food vendors, specialty vendors, and kids' activities. If you want to participate, you can get your cardboard at Steve Farmer Auto Sales. They've got the cardboard right there. And I'm thinking about challenging all the regional economic developers to boat race. I think that'd be fun for us to create community-oriented boats and see which economic developers are best represented. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to It's Your Business. I'm Megan Lucas with the Town of Alta Vista, Department of Economic Development. If you'd like to give feedback on the show, please give me a buzz at 434-369-5001. This is Megan Lucas. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Tracy Robinson of First National Bank. Did you know there are great home mortgage opportunities available right now? With rates being at an all-time low and 100% financing, our recognized mortgage lenders will deliver the right loan for your needs. Put this together with our other Progressive mortgage products, our fast local service, and we're ready to lend. First National Bank, over 100 years of dependable custom banking. For you and your money, that's important. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With so many changes in taxes, healthcare, more legislation, and bureaucracy,
you need someone in the media to keep you ahead of Big Brother and Big Government.
That's why Herman Cain is on your radio.
Big Government is not our friend.
Herman Cain still speaks for you and for America.
Our founding fathers did their job. We must be the defending fathers, because life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness will not mean a thing if we do not protect those ideals.
Herman Cain knows the inner workings of American business, the economy, government, politics, the Fed, and the IRS.
Real life experiences from business, politics, and life.
Now you'll hear him every day, coast to coast on your radio.
Listen to Herman Cain every weekday morning from 9 to noon on News Talk 1000.